Today we are going to take a look at two very simple but extremely useful and time-saving use cases of AI. So AI and the large language model is really good at taking a look at a huge amount of data and pulling out certain information that we need based on a certain prompt. And I brought two very common examples which causes a huge pain to a lot of businesses, I believe, especially who don't have proper and advanced systems just yet implemented to their sales team or calendar bookings. First example is going to be a sales calculator, a revenue calculator, and it's also going to calculate commission. So if you have a sales team, this is going to be extremely useful. And the other example is going to be a booked appointment analyst. So let's jump into the first one right away, and then you'll understand what I mean by that. So in the first example, we are going to have a huge spreadsheet of transactions. It can be automatically taken out from like your Stripe and PayPal account, which actually happened in this case. So these transactions are either came in from Stripe or PayPal, because the company who is using this, it's actually a live spreadsheet that I'm taking a look at right now. And so we do have two Zapier automations where the successful transactions are coming out of Stripe and PayPal as well and going into the spreadsheet row. But this could be an export of a WordPress website where the orders are exported out, or it can even be, if there are like no proper systems implemented in the company, it can be a manually uploaded huge database as well. And so as you can tell, the date column is like all over the place because we do have the date, but in like different formats. We do have the names of the customers, email addresses, phone number, which we won't use a lot. We do have two separate currencies, namely it's Euro and Hungarian forints, and it's very, very different numbers as you can see. And we are using two separate payment processors. So we do have a huge database, and so we do have the salesperson as well. So this is here salesperson, which is empty at the moment. But for the sake of this example, I am going to say it is John. Yeah, I'm going to just put in a few names: John, Alex. And then let's say these ones came directly from Meta, and both from the website, let's say. So, and then Katie. And the rest is just going to be repeated. Oops. All right, let's fill this out. All right, I'm going to leave a couple empty, because in like realistically there will be a few empty, especially if it's like manually connected. So let's see how ChatGPT is going to handle that. So once we do have this database, and you see the good thing about this Excel sheet is that if the data is coming in constantly, for example from Zapier, as I showed in the example, it can come all the way through November, January, or like even next year in January, because we are going to be able to handle by the large language model, namely ChatGPT, and it's going to be able to recognize that, oh, that transaction actually happened in October. So it's really, really useful. It's going to spit out exactly how much revenue we generated, broken down to currencies, and also broken down to sales commissions of each of the salespeople. So it's very, very interesting, because once we do have this, let's say, relatively unformatted, like different formats of dates and different currencies, we just have to upload, tell a proper prompt to ChatGPT, and it's going to literally spit out the solutions. It's a huge time saving for the business owner to just import it to ChatGPT and have the answer in less than 5 seconds, instead of paying someone or waiting for someone hours to make this work. All right, so let's download this as CSV. All right, we do have this, and I have already pre-prompt here, and I've given a role. You are a world-class data analyst that's specialized for spreadsheet data analysis. Task: analyze the attached spreadsheet or CSV file, which is a revenue and commission database of a sales team. and I use a like a chain of action, let's say, or a chain of command structure here. So first check all the currencies, sum up October's total revenue in the different currencies, sum up the total revenue in all currencies denominated in euros, use today's exchange ratios, list the total revenue associated to each salesperson. It's important that if the salesperson is Meta, it means it came from paid ads directly. All right, so calculate their commission, and then I could say Meta does not need commission, right? Meta does not need commission. Obviously, your ad spend can be also imported in a spreadsheet, or you just take a look at your ads manager and take the number out, implement here, and then say, okay, whatever came from Meta, calculate a return on ad spend based on how much we spend this month. So that can be also an interesting point, because it will also tell you that the ROAS, how much the ROAS is. Or we could take this even further by taking a look at how much the direct conversion was using Meta. And probably the leads that the salespeople called also costed somewhat of money, right? So you would say, all right, so this is the total revenue generated by the sales team. Take 15% off, and also take a look how much the lead cost in total. And so basically you would be able to compare the sales team's performance to Meta's performance, and then take a look which ROAS is higher, because you are paying the sales team a 15% extra in commissions, right? So that comes off your profit right away, comparing to Meta's selling directly from the landing page. But the sales team might have a bigger conversion, so at the end of the day, it would be a really, really interesting comparison to take a look at this. And it would give you immediately, even if you could ask as a last point, give me the ROAS for Meta, give me the ROAS for the sales team, and tell me which one was more profitable at the end of the month. So this is extremely, extremely useful. All right, so let's get back here. So this is just like a version 1 that I'm showing you. There could be a lot of like extra added stuff here. So calculate their commission denominated in euros. Their commission is 15% of the total revenue. Meta does not need commission. This is going to be it. Perfect. So let's grab the CSV file. Perfect. And let's see how the magic happens. All right, so it recognized the columns first. It repeated what kind of task I've given it. Okay, it recognized that there is only euros and Hungarian forints. All right, so there are almost 13,000 euros and 2.2 million forints. All right, all right, all right. The total October's revenue is 18,500 euros including the Hungarian forint conversions. Beautiful. So basically, from that huge database that had all kind of information from all kind of payment processors, and with all kind of different formatting of date and everything, it was able to summarize it. It summarized also the total revenue per salesperson. Alex was the highest performing, John was the second highest performing, and Katie was the lowest performing. Of course, in this case, I just added random names because the salespeople tracking wasn't implemented yet in this specific use case. But I just wanted to show you this. And then, wow, Meta actually performed the best in our example. So this, as I said, could be taken a step further and then say like, okay, take out the 15% and also check how much ad spend we had for lead gen for the sales team. And we can also check how much was the ad spend directly to conversion on the website. In this case, we do have like a 50 to a 250 euro product. So it could be either sold by on a landing page. It's not a high ticket product, and we also do have a sales team. So it's a nice comparison, obviously, to compare the two. All right, so commission per salesperson 15%. So Alex made 636.71 euros, John 200 euros, and Katie 177 euros. Let me know if you need any further breakdown. Beautiful. So this is a super useful use case, because not everybody has advanced CRM systems, and even some of the CRM systems that we are using might have certain limitations where we are unable to make the perfect analysis that we would like to have, right? So, for example, I don't know if we can do this. I'm just going off the cuff right now, but please make diagrams of each data. I'm curious what it's gonna do. Oh wow, okay. So it actually created a diagram for each and every one of them. I mean, this is unbelievable. So basically I could download each one of them, and then this one obviously can be done by a virtual assistant or the CEO themselves. Download and then just import it to a PDF. Maybe if I tell to make like a PDF for me, that can be also done. I'm not sure though. Can you make a designed PDF using these images? If ChatGPT is unable to do this, I believe there are some tools on the internet that can actually do this, AI tools. So, but already I think this is saving a lot of time for business owners. So it seems like we missed having generated charts. It might be able to actually create that PDF. All right, let's see. Wow, it actually really generated that PDF. Let's see how it worked. Wow, we do have a end of the month report, including each and every. Wow, this is really nice. So obviously we should it could be nicer. I believe there are tools online already using AI that can do this and format this, but this is already the 90% or 95% quality that someone needs from a messy Excel sheet. And this is a nice result, I would say. So let's jump on to the next example, booked appointment analysis. Oops. So I don't have a real use case for this, so I just came up randomly, and I want you to notice this. So let's say I export it from Calendly or any of the appointment booking softwares. You know, there are dates, name, email address, phone, and status. And so one thing that is if you don't have, again, advanced systems that could filter this, some person can reapply a lot of times because they are reapplying for the appointment because one of the older dates wasn't good, or just accidentally, or it's a tech mistake. So I want you to notice that each and every name is appearing in this spreadsheet once, but I purposefully put Katie 4 times. So, for example, on the 4th of October, Katie has a confirmed appointment, and then on the 9th, Katie has a cancelled. On the 10th, Katie has a no-show, and then again on the 11th, Katie has a confirmed appointment. And I would like to filter this when I'm making the end of the month report. So I'm pulling these out into a CSV again, and I'm going to write the prompt right now. So again, I think we can take the data analyst, obviously, task, analyze the spreadsheet. All right. So I give it another task, analyze the spreadsheet, revenue. It's not going to be a commission, which is a appointment booking summary. All right. summarize October's appointment performance. Total number of appointments. Total number of appointments. No duplicates. So here it's very important. That's why I put in the KT example. So if a lot of people applies multiple times, maybe the total number of appointments are going to be misleading. So if a person has multiple appointments, regardless of the status, within a 4-week time frame, please or consider that one appointment, right? So if Katie applied 4 times, that's obviously one person. So total number of people, I should rather call it. Then please summarize total number of no-shows, total number of cancelled. Here also you could say add no-show and the cancelled if someone keeps no-showing or keep cancelling and rebooking the appointment. Obviously that's also something that we could filter out in this case. Let's see how it goes. We can also add like who is the sales rep or who is the customer service person, who the customers are booking this to, and we can also break it down like how many appointments certain people have or how many they had on average. I haven't attached the file. All right. You see how smart ChatGPT is? All right, so appointment date, yeah, name, email, phone number, status. It recognized perfectly. And now the analysis is ongoing. Provide the chart. Okay, so total number of appointments are 15. Total unique individuals 4-week deduplication are 12. And so if we consider that there are 4 appointments who belong to the same person basically, then I could take away 3 from 15 because there are like 4 duplicates, right? So then the number is 12, which is perfect. And there are 4 no-shows and 4 cancellations, which are correct. And so provide a chart for appointment. Wow, that's also really nice. And then we could do the same thing, like make an export, make a PDF presentation of some sort. Nice. So we could also add this to our end of the month report. And yeah, this is pretty much it. There are a ton of other use cases that ChatGPT can be used for these kind of like large data. And this is pretty much it. You know, these are 2 very simple use cases where you can use AI to kind of like structurize your information and take out the information which is useful for you from a huge database. And you can make decisions very, very quickly as a business owner without having the need of complex systems, complex infrastructures. Of course, after some point, your business should have some sort of systems where you can access these information instantly and you can see that real time. That would be the nice situation. But if you don't have this, but you have like a huge database, you can still use ChatGPT to structurize that database and take the proper information for you. And you can make quick data-driven business decisions without having the need of hiring a VA and explaining everything, like how you want the whole thing formatted. So yeah, I hope it helped, and see you in the next video.